DreAllDay.com. DreAllDay.com. I just finished the run. I'm out here in Orlando. I'm speaking at a conference today. I just finished the run, and it's something that was on my mind. I want to talk to you all about. Something that I was actually thinking about myself yesterday was about stepping up the urgency. Stepping up the urgency in the way that we use our time. Stepping up urgency in the way that we use our days, and making sure that we're getting done the things that really matter, the things that really matter to get done for success in our lives. Because if you really think about this, and Napoleon Hill talks about this in his lectures, also in Think and Grow Rich, and a lot of people in personal development, myself included, have talked about this many times over the years, is that we as human beings, all of us, including the people talking about it, we waste so much of our resources. 5 forms of investment: time, money, attention, energy, and focus. We waste these things so much every single day simply because we live subconsciously. We live as if we subconsciously believe we have unlimited time. But we all know, we usually don't like to think about it too much. We all know that our time is not unlimited. And it's usually only when somebody dies, somebody that you heard of or somebody who was close to you, they pass away, we start thinking about it like, damn, it could be over that fast, the same way it was for that person. They didn't think they were going to die that day when they woke up. And we have to get that same urgency about ourselves. So it's 3 specific things I'm going to tell you to do that can help you with your urgency. 3 things I'm going to tell you up front, then I'm going to explain them. Number 1 is moving faster between tasks. Number 2 is prioritizing and eliminating. Number 3 is stop paying so much attention to anything that has nothing to do with your priorities. So number 1, moving quickly from task to task. What we do as human beings, there's a lot of waste that goes into our days. So for example, any of you ever worked at, like my lady, she used to run restaurants. So when you run restaurants, or a restaurant that has a bar, any of you ever worked at a bar or know anybody who does, or worked in a restaurant, you know that bars have to account for overages for all the drinks. So for example, next time you go to a restaurant, you see the bar with all the drinks, even if you don't drink like me, and you see all those bottles up there, the restaurant owners have to account for how much money they're going to make off every single drop of alcohol in all of those bottles. So if one of the bartenders doesn't know what they're doing and they're putting too much alcohol in each drink, it's actually costing the company money, because they expect to make, let's say this bottle should produce $100 worth of sales, but then the bottle's done, but they only got $60 worth of sales because the bartender's pouring too much. Or if the bartender drops a bottle by accident, now that's $100 worth of sales gone because the bottle's gone. They can't get that alcohol back. And this is what we do with our time every single day. We waste it by over pouring, for example, into things that have nothing to do with whatever we're doing, or we just waste time. We get done with one task and we know what the next task is, but then we take 20 minutes to check social media, 15 minutes to check email, 2 minutes to browse the internet looking at nonsense, 5 minutes talking to one of our friends who ain't got nothing going on. And this time slowly starts to add up. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 17 minutes there. Over the course of a day, like 4 hours get wasted. 4 hours of your life. Now you waste 24 hours in a day, right? So if you waste 4 hours a day, every day for a week, that's 24 hours right there. That's a whole day. It's a whole day of your life that you can't get back. And then you're saying, well, I don't feel like I have enough time to do the things that I want to do in life. This is what we do. So the number 1 thing that I want to tell you, you can start doing this right now, is move quickly from one task to the next task. When you're done with this thing, go right into the next thing without any wasted time. Discipline yourself. Stop talking to your friends. Stop taking little cigarette breaks or water breaks or whatever it is you're taking a break to do. Stop scrolling social media. Everything that's on social media will still be there if you wait an hour or wait till the end of your work day to go check it. It'll all be there, and actually it'll be more fun if you just get it all at once instead of scrolling through it all day, because it gets monotonous. You're seeing the same stuff over and over again and actually start to depress you. So move quickly from task to task. Number 2, prioritize and eliminate. What does that mean? What is a priority? Priority means first. Priority means most important. Prioritize your task and prioritize your life. So first of all, on a micro basis, on a day-to-day basis, look at everything that you need to get done, which you should have written down, by the way. All of you who are listening to me, when you schedule your day out, which you should be doing, if you're not doing, start doing it. Write down everything you know you need to get done in the day. Write all of it down, and then prioritize it. This is most important, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, and then put it on your calendar. These are things that you all should be doing on a day-to-day basis. Do not just show up to a day and just say, oh, I'm gonna just randomly do stuff until I get everything done. Don't do that. That is going to lead to wasted time, is going to lead to those overages and that waste, kind of like I talked about with the bar analogy. So schedule out your whole day, prioritize everything on a day-to-day basis, then do it. And then on a macro level, for your entire life, you need to prioritize what matters. All right, the 80-20 principle, Pareto's principle, says that 80% of our results come from 20% of our inputs, which means 20% of your results coming from 80% of your inputs, which means most of the things that we do on a day-to-day basis is a complete waste that is doing absolutely nothing for us. Not absolutely nothing, but pretty close to nothing. Based on how much we're investing compared to how much we're getting back, it's not really doing anything for us. So what you need to start doing is prioritizing what matters most in your life. And this is going to require some analysis. It's going to require you to sit down, turn the internet off, or not the internet, but turn the social media off. Don't be being distracted by anything, and just really look at your life and look at the kind of results that you want to produce and ask yourself, what tasks, what things am I doing? What investments are actually producing results for me, and what is not doing anything for me? And this should be clear. You should be able to lay this out. And once you get it laid out, those are the things you need to focus on. The things that are not producing anything, that 80% of tasks is producing 20% of the results, you need to start eliminating those things. That's the next thing you do. That's how you prioritize your life. So start doing that right now. You want help with that, then you should hit me with send me a text. And the link is down below. And the third thing, stop paying attention to what other people are doing. This one is a big deal in the world that we live in today, because with social media, I mean, it's easy to do that. You can spend your whole day, literally your whole day, looking at everybody else's business, what everybody else wants to talk about, what everybody else has going on. You have to discipline yourself, and this can become a habit once you do it long enough, to stop paying attention to what everybody else is doing and really focus on what you're doing, where you're going, what you have going on, and what matters most to you. A lot of us spend and waste so much of our lives looking at everybody else's stuff instead of looking at our own stuff. So stop looking at social media all day. Stop wasting your time looking at social media, because again, whatever's on there is going to be there. If you wait until tomorrow, it's still going to be there. It's not going to go away. It's not disappearing unless it's Snapchat, I guess. And just stop paying attention to other people's stuff. Focus on your stuff. And when you focus on your stuff enough, and you get enough of your own things done, what's going to happen is you're going to start producing enough results that now everybody's going to be looking at you instead of you looking at everybody else. So which one would you rather be? Do you want to be the person in the audience who's looking at what everybody else is doing? Or do you want to be the person on the stage, metaphorically speaking, who everybody's looking at you? The only way you can get to that position, being that person on the stage, is you got to, first of all, be urgent about getting things done so that you actually have some accomplishments and some reason for anybody to even want to look at you. That's number one. Number two, following my point here, is you prioritize your life on a day-to-day basis. You prioritize your life on a macro basis. So you're doing things that actually matter and produce results, because that's what draws people's attention. And number three, you're not paying attention to everybody else. You're making them pay attention to you. So you follow those three things, you'll step your urgency up, step your game up in life. All that said, send me a text to get my daily motivation for free. My number is down below in the description. It's 305-384-6894, and workonyourgameuniversity.com for any of you who is ready, all of you who are ready to stop thinking about what you want to do and actually start doing it. I'm the guy you call for that. Go to workonyourgameuniversity.com. Work on your game. Dre all day.